Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel of Dr. Amit's Biochemistry. This is the Immunology lecture series which is going on, and it is taken by me, Anandita Jha. I am a research fellow at Dosti, Department of Science and Technology under Government of India. So there are two videos already available on the same channel. Make sure to watch it out. In the second video, that was the introduction to immunology, some sound issues were there. So first we will revise that concept, then we will further move, right? So taking in concern with that former things, we have introduction to immunology, where we learnt about immune. What is immune? So immune is from the Latin word immunis, which means exempt, right? This exemption or exempted from intruders, trespassers, invaders, which are categorized under the category of antigen, right? So this is not only the concept of antigen, like foreign things, but also the internal rebellers, right? This also need to be eradicated from the biological system. So it is a holistic approach. Immunology is a holistic approach in order to study about battlefields, which is the whole biological system. Training centers like thymus, spleen, etc. Examination centers like testing organs, where immune cells are tested. Then we have production centers where these cells are produced or players are produced. They are bone marrow, that is bone marrow exclusively. We have weapons. Weapons are the antibodies or protein entities. Then we do have players. They are the cells of immune system. See, immunology now is a dynamic concept, right? What we have seen till now was from Athens plague, which was about 430 BC. Then several changes occurred, right, through the time frame. And this was only about that during that period or latter also. It was about vaccination, right? Means fighting any disease, there must be a vaccine of that. But now the concept is totally changed, and it has changed to immunoediting by the help of synthetic biology. Informatics has been added to it. See, genetics is also changed to genomics, like informatics is added to it. See, to see a better picture, we have immunology as a holistic concept where we interact with cells, molecules, their interactions, the reactions impact over the whole biological system, as well as the organs which are playing a role in it. Then we have the signaling. This is the most crucial thing, right? So what are the various subjects that are aiding it? We have proteomics. Proteomics is protein interaction study with collaboration of informatics, we can say, in a very layman kind of language. We have genetics plus informatics, we have genomics, bioinformatics and biophysics as a broader concept to support this, right? Now see, I have divided these players or cells of immune system into three categories, as in the former video also we have seen. First is the soldiers. Soldiers are first to the battlefield, right? Then we have reporting personals, means they collect the evidence and present to the commanding officers. Commanding officers are B cells and T cells or main cells. We have soldiers like first to the battlefield, means something like your macrophages or other cells, right? Plasma cells, any cells which are first to the battlefield. Then we have reporting personnel. They are the antigen presenting cells. They collect the evidences. Evidences means the part of antigen. They collect and present here. So these commanding officers become active, right? Let us move towards the historical perspective, like from where it has been originated. These players have been originated. See. So this is originated from because present cannot be understood without understanding without better understanding of past. See, during the embryonic stage, we have cell like hematopoietic stem cell. Okay. This is a kind of a stem cell. Later we'll see what are stem cells, right? This hematopoietic stem cell, right, when having the product of these genes, see, these things are not from Mars, like GATA1, MICE1, FLE1 or PU1. They are nothing but the genes present on the chromosome, right? Due to the effect of this gene product means protein which are formed from the gene. Proteins are the product of gene, right? So they form certain proteins, right, which divides this hematopoietic cell into two pathways, right? One is the myeloid lineage, second is the lymphoid lineage. Let us see this lineage. This word lineage means family, we can say, right? For suppose you meet a friend, you will ask from which family or from which place you belong to, right? So for suppose you meet macrophage, you'll meet macrophage, you'll ask what lineage do you have, right? So similarly, these gene products divides these two into two types of lineage, this hematopoietic cells into two lineages, right? See, by the effect of GATA1 and we have PU1, this hematopoietic stem cell become myeloid lineage, right? And by the effect of Icaros and GATA5, right, or GATA5 we can say, this lymphoid lineage develop, right? Then in this also we have several gene effect like EBPA, PU1, GATA1. They divide into various lineages like granulocyte, monocyte lineage. Then we have RBC lineage, right? By the effect of NOTCH1, GATA3, PU1, FOX5, EB1, B cell lineage develops. See, these genes have certain product, they make certain kinds of protein products that acts as signaling molecule in order to proliferate these cells into certain different types of cells, right? See, this NOTCH comes under NOTCH signaling pathway. I hope you have studied signaling in a better way. Now see, what are stem cells? First we should see if they can be embryonic and somatic, right? Somatic cells are generally involved in repair mechanism. If something is happening, they'll just repair it. When it comes to embryonic, we do have inner mass cells in the embryo, right? So these cells become pluripotent cell, multipotent cell, or unipotent. Pluripotent means they can make every types of cell, almost all types of cell, but not every type of cell. They are the totipotent cells which can make every kind of cell. See, the totipotent concept is more seen in case of plant, but in animal I don't find that this is suitable word here, because zygote itself is only totipotent, I think. Okay, then we have multipotent and unipotent. This HSC, hematopoietic stem cell, is a multipotent lineage, right? Just see, when somebody asks about a kind of proper definition of a stem cell, so you can say they are obligate asymmetric regenerators and stochastic differentiators. So large, right? See, these are the division mechanism of stem cells, right? Obligate asymmetric regenerators are those stem cells that divide into two parts, one forming the same stem cell and other kind of cells, for example RBC, right? Stochastic differentiators are those stem cells that form two types of stem cells itself, right? And they go on dividing. Then we should see the division of HSC, hematopoietic stem cells. We have a myeloid lineage. We have seen by the effect of which proteins this is happening. Then we have lymphoid cells, right? In the myeloid lineage, we have two kinds of lineage again, right? First is the megakaryoblast, a lineage of megakaryoblast cells. There it is divided into two parts, RBCs and platelets. The second is monocyte granulocyte lineage, right? See, this part is RBC or red blood cells and platelets. So this is not of our interest to much extent, but we will see this monocyte granulocyte lineage and another part of lymphoid lineage. We will see this, right? Here we have in lymphoid lineage we have B cell lineage and T cell lineage. Why I am using the word lineage here? Because B cells have several proliferations, T cell also have several proliferations. So that's why they are kept into one family. Others like NK cells are also there, innate lymphoid cells are also there, ILSCs we say. Now in monocyte granulocyte lineage we have melioblast and monocyte, right? So in melioblast, or these are the granulocyte we can say, we have Do you remember a show Ben 10? When I was in school, I think it was a show on some kind of Cartoon Network and all. The Ben 10 was a very handsome kind of guy, right? He was a crush of every school going girl, I think. So remember Ben. Ben is basophil, eosinophil, and neutrophil, right? Then here in monocyte we have macrophage, dendritic cells, right? So you can take the screenshot of this. Remember the classification. This is a type of classification, or one type of classification, we can say. There are several other types of classification, right? We can classify myeloid lineage into two parts, like granulocyte and antigen presenting cells, where in antigen presenting cell this monocyte, macrophage, and dendritic cells come, and monocyte is also taken as a separate entity, not in one, right? Similarly, we can have this granulocyte as will include neutrophil, basophil, eosinophil, right? So division can be many, and this monocyte, granulocyte lineage and this lymphoid whole lineage collectively is WBCs, right? So this is a type of classification. There can be several types of classification. Till date, we know about this much cells, and as you know, subject is dynamic. Daily researches are going on. Maybe something change we can get on 17th July, God knows. Anyways, till 16th July, this is the concept. Now see, we are ending the session with 3 MCQs. Just see. First is, which of the following is an antigen presenting cell? Your options are A, T cell, B, mast cell, C, fibrioblast, and D is macrophage, right? I'm not going to tell the answer because you have to write it in the comment section below. Now second question is, dash cells modifies itself into dash and produces protein weapons to eradicate foreign invaders which are harmful for the biological system. The protein weapons are known as antigen. Information in the question is given about the protein weapons. They are known as antigen. So what is the cell that produces antigen, and what is the further its modification, right? So we have option T cell, which modifies to macrophage. B option is macrophage, that modifies to Langerhans cells. Option C is B cell, that modifies to plasma cell. Option D is mast cell, that modifies to macrophage. Third question is, which of the following is not a granulocyte? We have mast cell, monocyte, basophil, and eosinophil. Okay, do comment in the comment section about the answers, and hope you enjoyed the session, and thank you for your patient listening. Thank you so much. Have a great day.